What is a personal brand?
A personal brand is what people say about you when you're not around. That's what your personal brand is. It's what you're known for. So when you're not at that conference or that dinner party or that coffee meeting, and your name pops up in the conversation, what are people saying about you? That's your personal brand. It's what you're known for, ultimately.
I'm very much on your page here in terms of sort of I've been drinking this kind of Kool-Aid and living in this world for quite a long time.
Yep.
But often I'll find when I throw out the word personal brand, people will kind of like the word sales. People have a bit of a cringe response to that. What's going on there?
I think it's because I think personal branding as a whole, I mean, look, it's not a new concept. Personal brands have been around for decades and decades, right? But I think it's still a little unknown. It's a little unknown. It's a little unsure in terms of what it is and how it works. And I also feel like because a lot of people don't know people who have personal brand businesses, it's kind of like a weird sort of ice. It's almost like an iceberg, right? Like see an iceberg floating around somewhere in the Arctic. You can see what's above the water, but you can't see what's underneath it. So you see the influence that the personal brand is having. You see potentially maybe the money that personal brand entrepreneur is making, but you don't see what's underneath, right? And icebergs, what are they like? 10 times bigger underneath than they are on top of the water or whatever. So that's a whole bunch more there. That's opinions, that's relationships, that's the things that make them tick, the things that they hate, the things that they want to stay away from, their experiences, the people that they want to do more business with. All that stuff is all underneath. Yeah. And that's unknown. That's unknown. Whereas the stuff on top is known very clearly because it's forward facing. It's the front cover of a book, or it's who the person is on stage or on a camera, on YouTube or on Twitter or Insta or whatever it is. And so I think a lot of people see personal brand entrepreneurs as somewhat vain because they're putting themselves out into the world. And you see a lot of these influencers that hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm
Bam, that's me.
Yeah, but then it's usually followed up. Some of the things I've seen. Today I'm going to be cleaning my kitchen. Why don't you follow along? Hey, you know what? If you want to watch somebody clean their kitchen, fair play. Go ahead and watch them. They built that personal brand. They're, somebody who focuses on looking after a busy home or something like that. And there are people out there that are going to want to watch that sort of type of content because they want to speed up the house clean every week, or they want to become a more productive mum or dad or parent or whatever. And so I think that a lot of people look at the personal brand entrepreneur and the element of personal branding with a bit of a frown almost because they don't know how it works. They don't know what's involved in building a business based around a personal brand as well.
What's the difference between a personal brand and professional reputation? Or is it the same thing, just kind of in different kind of words?
I think it is. Yeah, it is. It's just a different way of, it's a different way of being able to say, this is what I do. Yeah. Ultimately.
Yeah, because I guess when I talked to my mum about this, she wouldn't understand the word personal brand. But if I said, hey, that famous surgeon that, he's got a professional reputation, right? She's like, yeah, of course. I'm like, yeah, well, that's a personal brand. Yeah. Haha, gotcha. That kind of thing.
Yeah. And I think maybe in some industries, some instances, you would use one and you would never use another. Like, for example, a doctor.
Yeah, a doctor wouldn't say, I've got a personal brand.
I wouldn't say a doctor.
Unless it's like Dr. Mike or some other American, like
right, Dr. Phil or something like that. Yeah. And I mean, Dr. Phil's the perfect example of a personal brand as well. He's got his own show. He's got his books. He's got his, he does what he does. Oprah, one of the biggest personal brands the planet's ever seen and probably likely will ever see. She's got an incredible story behind her. She's spoken and interviewed some of the most influential, important, highly respected individuals that the world has ever seen. And therefore, you've got that association of, everybody knows who Oprah Winfrey is. Everyone. You stop anybody in the street, show a photo of her, you don't even say her name. Oh, that's Oprah. That's a personal brand. It's what you're known for.
Hey friends, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this clip, then click here for the full unedited episode. And if you like that, then do please consider subscribing to the channel. It means a lot. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.